taking action. Because you are judged by what you do and accomplish, not by what you say you will do. Because you know what? You can talk about being great, you can talk about doing the right things, but ultimately it's going to take sacrifice.
Show me if there's a stick in front of me, because if I break my ankle again.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, darn! I am sweet. Alright, keep on walking. There's nothing on the way. Okay.
If you can see, you cannot talk. You have to be able to communicate with them with signals or something else. But if you can see, you're not wearing a bandana, you cannot talk.
Like signals, like to communicate. Because you're not going to be able to talk.
One clap.
Remember, if you can see, you can't talk. Alright, at this time, take off your blindfold. Y'all can switch.
Oh my God! See, trust.
Why so? Tell me more about that. Why?
Because in order to move with your partner, you had to know, you had to trust them, so they can tell you where to go.
Okay, good. In the back, yes.
See?
Kansas.
It was what she said about trust, but it was also about learning how to communicate with each other, because without communication, you wouldn't have gotten it.
Good. Anybody else? Sir,
Cooperation.
tell me about that.
If you tell somebody to go straight, they have to really listen to you and go straight. You said make a message.
Okay, good. Anybody else? Yes, ma'am. All right, good. Sash. How so?
If the person was listening to you, you gotta keep repeating it so they don't fall or don't trip over something, and you get frustrated. Move this way, move this way.
Cool. How do you communicate better? Yes, ma'am.
You make them understand what you're trying to say in terms that they can understand it too.
Very good. Yes, ma'am.
I believe that just to make sure that the person understands what you're saying, you can ask them to relate it back to you, and if you feel as though that it's the same thing as what you just said, then your communication is good.
Very good. So it's next week, and I bump into and say, "Oh, Mr. Curtis, man, I left my lunch money. Can I borrow $10 from you?" And I go, "All right." So I give him $10. He said, "I'll give it to you next Tuesday." So next Tuesday comes, and I see Mark, and Mark does what? Gives me back my $10. It's 15 years from now, and he's like, "Yo, Mr. Curtis, man, I'm jammed up, man. I'm behind on my mortgage, man. Can you give me $1,500, and I'll get it back to you next month?" Am I gonna give him $1,500?
Yep.
Absolutely. You know why? Because I know he's trustworthy. You gotta do things that make people trust you. If your coach can't trust you to work out when you're supposed to, they're not gonna be able to trust you in the big game. If your coach can't trust you to study on your own, they're not gonna be able to trust you later when they need you to be a captain. Because if you can't be trustworthy to do your homework, you won't be trustworthy to do the other stuff. Does that make sense? A leader has to be trustworthy. You have to build trust. What's this one?
They all got to switch sides. They got to make it all the way around, switching sides. With a minimum number of people falling off. 9 people fall off, they got to start over.
Please get this on camera.
We're going to get all this on camera. It's going to be on my MySpace by this evening.
Nah, but on YouTube, MySpace.
Y'all doing good, man. Y'all good. Cougars. Cougars. Y'all doing it, y'all. Uh-oh.
1, 2, 3, left.
We was flowing, yo. Y'all messed up. Y'all should get a little beat going.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, right. 1, 2, 3, right.
Right?
Did you get that on camera?
Oh yeah.
Teamwork was one of the biggest skills that was used, which I believe each and everyone became better at today in their own way.
Good.
All right, number 3. If you have a strong vision, it will eventually become a reality.
You gotta have teamwork. You gotta trust the people we work with. You gotta have strategy. Focus and listen. We said that everyone had a positive thing to say about each other. That was a good thing. Trust. Without it, we couldn't have gotten through most of the challenges. Respect to each other. Teamwork. We couldn't have gotten through anything if we didn't have that, because most of it required all of us working together.
Trust, because during the trust walk, we had to trust our partners to lead us through the woods. Responsibility, because everybody was responsible for helping everybody else. Patience, because we couldn't get frustrated at the teammates, because then everybody started arguing and getting mad. And focus, because we had to stay focused in order to achieve our goals.
Number 1, you gotta learn to be trusted. Okay, number 2, learn to communicate. 3 is teamwork. 4 is leadership. 5 is cooperation. 6 is focusing. 7 is able to listen. 8 is friendship. 9 is following directions. 10 is find people with similar goals. And it says, I will lead. And the paw print all our names in the hot.
Show up on time, ready to work with the tools necessary, and you're ahead of the game. You'll beat most people in life just by doing those 3 things. I want you to think about what you can do for your athletic programs in your school, okay, and your community. There's 2 things I think you guys are in control of. The one thing is the identity of your team. You control the identity of your team, no one else. And the second thing you can control is your legacy. You guys are in a young school. When you go through this school in 4 years, you will have as much impact on it as anybody else that's ever walked the halls. So it's up to you to make a decision to make that impact a positive one. And understand that one way or another, you're creating a legacy. You guys have a golden opportunity. That's one of the reasons we became involved with Camden Academy, was because you guys were starting something new. You got a chance to make it great. You got a lot of people pouring their heart and soul into making that school great, and you know it, and I'm sure you're reminded of it all the time, right? But you got a chance to do something that's super special. Those teachers can talk till they're blue in the face, and they won't have half the effect that you guys will have if you guys decide to take an active approach, creating something great in that school.
I believe!